Scroll number 3, better careful than broke. Clason wrote the rules for protecting gold in 1926, 3 years before the crash that wiped out millions. He was not writing for a crisis. He was writing during a boom when money felt easy and caution felt unnecessary. The men who read his pamphlets and followed them had something left in 1929. The men who did not had nothing. The timing was not calculated. The principles were simply true. Most people do not think about protecting what they have until it is gone. They build and spend and build again, and somewhere in that motion they forget that what goes up can come down. The market rises. The business grows. The income expands. And so the spending expands with it, and the investments grow bolder, and the caution that was present at the start quietly disappears. This is not stupidity. It is the natural result of success. Success makes a man feel that the rules that protected him on the way up no longer apply at the top. They apply most at the top. The higher the position, the more a fall costs. Clason knew this. He wrote it down plainly. The first sound rule of investment is security for the principal. Not growth, not return. Security. Everything else comes after the principal is safe. This is the rule that protects everything else in this series. Without it, the saving is lost. The working coin is lost. The stream runs dry before it has a chance to grow. Better careful than broke. Guard what you have built. This is not a passive instruction. It is an active one. The man who guards nothing loses everything to the first temptation that looks like opportunity. And temptations always look like opportunities. That is what makes them dangerous. The larger the return being promised, the more urgently the principal must be protected. Every man who has lost his savings lost them to something that looked reasonable at the time, something that a friend recommended, something that felt certain. Clason had a word for this certainty. He called it romance. Romantic desires and investment, he wrote, are the path to loss. The desire to make wealth rapidly is not wisdom. It is impatience dressed as strategy. I've been tempted. Every man has been tempted. The investment that will double in a year. The partner who has done it before. The opportunity that will not wait. These are the voices that strip a man of what he has built. I know them. I have heard them, and sometimes I have listened. The times I listened, I paid for it. The times I did not, I kept what was mine. Clason told the story plainly. He gave his first year of savings to a brickmaker who was traveling to buy jewels. He trusted a man who knew bricks to make decisions about gems. The brickmaker returned with worthless glass. The savings were gone. Clason wrote it down not as a tragedy, but as a lesson. Go to the jewel merchant for advice about jewels. Go to the herdsman for advice about sheep. Never the other way. The man who asks the wrong person loses twice. Once in the savings. Once in the time it takes to rebuild them. There is no shame in asking for guidance. The shame is in not asking. The man who acts without counsel on matters he does not understand is not confident. He is reckless. Confidence is built on knowledge. Recklessness is built on the refusal to admit what you do not know. These two things look similar from the outside. They produce very different results. Better careful than broke. This is what careful means. It does not mean afraid. It does not mean inactive. It means asking the right questions before the coin leaves the hand. It means seeking counsel from those whose daily work is the handling of money. It means understanding the difference between an investment that is merely safe and one that is safe and productive. Both caution and productivity are required, but caution comes first, always first. A return means nothing if the principal is gone. The pamphlets Clason wrote in the boom years became most valuable in the crash years. That is the nature of sound principles. They are not written for the good times. They reveal themselves in the bad ones. The man who followed them in 1926 was protected in 1929. The man who dismissed them as unnecessary in the boom found out their value too late. By then there was nothing left to protect. I do not wait for the bad times to remember the rules. I follow them now in whatever conditions I find myself. I guard the principle first. I seek returns only where the principle is safe and can be recovered. I do not let the size of a promised return override the question of whether the principle is secure. A large return on a lost principle is still a loss. A small return on a safe principle compounds into something real over time. Better careful than broke. I consult those who know. I do not trust the enthusiasm of a friend over the experience of someone who has done this work for years. I do not mistake confidence for competence. The man who speaks with the most certainty about an investment is often the man who understands at least. The man who has handled money carefully for a long time speaks with less certainty. He has seen enough to know what can go wrong. I listen to that man. I seek that man out. I pay attention when he hesitates. Guard what you have. Not because growth is impossible, because without the principle, growth cannot begin. The coin that is lost cannot earn. The worker that is gone cannot build the army. Everything in this series of scrolls, the saving, the working, the compounding, depends on the principle surviving. Lose the principle and you begin again from nothing. Keep it, and the stream continues. This is the discipline that most people skip. They save, they invest, they chase the return, but they do not guard. They assume the principle is safe because nothing has gone wrong yet. Nothing going wrong yet is not the same as nothing going wrong. The crash that destroys a lifetime of saving does not announce itself. It arrives when the caution has been lowered and the confidence is highest. That is always when it arrives. I keep it. I guard it the way I guard the source of the stream. I do not hand it to the brickmaker. I do not chase the jewels of the Phoenicians. I do not let romance overrule reason when the stakes are everything I have built. Caution is not the enemy of wealth. It is the condition of it. Without it, what is built is always one bad decision from gone. The man who is careful today does not need to be brave tomorrow. He still has something to work with. He still has the principle. He still has the stream. He still has everything that makes the next scroll possible. Better careful than broke. Better careful than broke. Better careful than broke.